behind every towering skyscraper and busy city street in America lies a story that's rarely told. The story of millions of immigrants who arrived with nothing but the clothes on their backs and built the country's greatest cities with their bare hands. In the late 1800s and early 1900s, waves of immigrants from Ireland, Italy, Germany, Poland, and Eastern Europe crossed the Atlantic Ocean in search of a better life. Most arrived through Ellis Island in New York Harbor, exhausted after weeks at sea, carrying little more than a single suitcase and the hope of survival. What awaited them wasn't comfort or opportunity handed on a plate. It was grueling, dangerous work in factories, mines, railroads, and construction sites. Cities like New York, Chicago, and Detroit exploded in size almost entirely because of this immigrant labor. Irish and Italian workers laid the railroads and dug the subway tunnels beneath New York City, often working in dark, dangerous conditions for barely enough pay to survive. Polish and German immigrants filled the steel mills of Pittsburgh and the meatpacking plants of Chicago, working brutal 12-hour shifts in extreme heat and freezing cold. These weren't safe jobs. Thousands of immigrant workers were injured or killed building the very infrastructure that would define modern America: bridges, skyscrapers, factories, and railways. Yet despite the danger and discrimination they often faced, these communities didn't just survive. They built entire neighborhoods, opened small businesses, and created cultural hubs that still exist today, like Little Italy, Chinatown, and countless immigrant enclaves across major cities. Without this massive wave of immigrant labor, cities like New York and Chicago would never have grown into the powerful economic centers they became. The skyscrapers weren't just built by architects and engineers. They were built by immigrant laborers, risking their lives, floor by floor, brick by brick. So the next time you look at America's biggest cities, remember, the concrete, steel, and skyline weren't just designed. They were built, quite literally, by the bare hands of immigrants who gave everything to build a new future.